Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and guys, do you see something missing from my face? Hello liner, lashes, what is going on? I feel like I look so naked, but in my Colourpop video that I put up a couple days ago, which I will link up here, I asked you guys if you would be interested in a full video review of the liner lash system. This is a video that Tati did. It really worked for her, and a lot of you were curious about it, and I had a couple DMs come through on Instagram after she put up her video, and then I was curious because I'm like, well, I have super inhospitable eyelids. You guys know this. I talk about it all the time. And I thought overall, just like, would you guys want to see this? So I asked you in that video, and the overwhelming response is not only would you like to see it, but it would be very helpful because a lot of you, like me, do have very odd eyes in general, like whether they water or again, they just don't like to take shimmer. They're inhospitable. The tops of them are bumpy. It's weird. Like we all have different odd eye situations. And I just think Tati has a perfect face. She has perfect eyes. She has perfect skin. Like her world is good. So I don't doubt that they work for her, but like I'm also not super shocked, you know, because she's just like stunning overall. And so I wondered how these would work on somebody with my type of eyelids that, you know, they're not always like the most friendly to the world. And then couple that with the fact that I wear glasses all day, every day, because I actually cannot wear contacts. I just thought that this would be a really good thing to check out on somebody like me. So that's what we're going to do today. As you can tell, the rest of my makeup is already on. And again, looking naked. So we're ready to just dive right in. Now, when you open up the package, it comes with this little kit right here, which are the lashes. This is in the style Seattle. I believe there's a couple different styles of this, and these are on back order because again, ever since she did her video, they have been, I'm assuming, flying off the shelves because she endorsed them and said that they are really good. So this is the style, again, Seattle. Nice and chill, nothing crazy. So I definitely think these are going to be a good match for me for my everyday aesthetic, and I'm really excited to dive in. Now, as you noticed in that little up close thing right there, not only does it come with these bands, but it also comes with little individual lashes as well, which is really nice. And with the lashes, they did send, of course, the liner. Now, this is the thing that no matter what, you have to have. There are Ardell Demi Wispy magnetic lashes that they say you can use with this liner. For today, I'm going to be testing this out as well, and then I will keep you updated in a product updates video if the Ardell ones work as well. But I wanted to test their system and see if it was good or not. So let's go ahead here. What does it say for directions? And keeping in mind, I watched Tati's video once, and it was whenever she posted it, so I literally don't remember anything. If she had like a tip or a trick in there, I should probably go back and watch it, but I'm not going to because I want to have like a full fresh experience just like you guys would have with this system. So the directions here say, using, as I like get cross-eyed, girl, I wish I could see better, oh my god lord. Using the included brush, apply a thin line of magnetic eyeliner to the eyelid just above the natural lash line. Allow to dry for 30 seconds. Repeat and allow to dry for 1 minute. Okay, so put down a line, dry for 30 seconds. Put down another line, let it dry for a minute. Okay. When liner is tacky but not wet, hold lash with small magnets towards the eyeliner. Lash will magnetically connect to the eyeliner. If lash does not connect well, add another coat of liner and allow to dry until tacky. Okay, that sounds easy enough. And I'm just checking as well because it came with these couple little leaflets, and also I didn't mention, but as I look at my receipt, probably should tell you the price. So you get this, which is obviously the pair of magnetic lashes with the individuals inside, as well as the full tube of the magnetic liner. Both of these together in a kit are $50, which is definitely pricey, but I'm kind of seeing like if this works out, it would definitely be worth the purchase because if you're like me and you don't want to glue eyelashes on every day and then rip out your natural lashes, this is looking more and more appealing. Okay, so my bad. Apparently those in here, those aren't individual lashes. Apparently those are called anchors, and I'm not 100% sure what they're supposed to do. It says lashes may be used with or without the anchors. You can even use the lashes with or without the eyeliner, even though it's easier to use, blah, blah, blah. After applying your lash, hold the anchor under... Oh! That's when they say anchor. Okay, so what they're saying is when you go in with the eyeliner, you put down your one coat, dries for 30 seconds. You put down your second coat, dries for a minute. When they're tacky and you go to apply the regular lash, you're going to set it down, and then if you need help making sure that it's adhering to the liner, you can take one of these. These are the anchors, and you can put it under the lash, like on this side, and that'll help kind of anchor this top lash to the glue, or to the liner, I guess it would be. That makes, okay, that makes sense. All right. Personally, I'm hoping that it doesn't come to that because I'm all thumbs when it comes to this kind of thing. In my mind, let me just tell you what I envision. I envision, in a perfect world, I'm going to take this liner, which I still haven't opened because I got sidetracked, and I'm going to take this and I'm just going to apply it to the lash line, and it's going to go on nice, and I'm going to let it dry, and it's going to dry down nicely. It's not going to be comfortable. The second coat, what second coat? I'm not even going to feel that second coat. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to put this down, and it's going to last all day, and it's going to look glorious. That's what I envisioned for today. Now, do I think it's actually going to happen like that? Well, that's another story. I don't know how I feel about this applicator. This is an interesting situation. It looks really thick and kind of fluid. Doesn't seem super precise at all. It seems more like a paint style paintbrush. Okay, why did I just wipe that right there? That was Paige. That was a horrible decision. Okay, so I guess there's really not much else to do. We're just gonna take this liner and we're going to apply it to the upper lash line and see how it turns out. So I'm gonna use their applicator. Oh dear God, my eyelids are creasy. What happened here? Guys, hold on. I've got to fix my sparkle right here. I went in out of the Holmes collab palette that she did with Physicians Formula, and I used that on my lids because you guys know I like to put highlight on my lids, and normally I don't have an issue, but for some reason, because that one's almost like a gummy kind of formula, it's not a really packed normal highlight, it kind of made my eyelids get all creasy and weird. So I'm just taking a little bit of Cookie real quick and adding this to the lid. This is just out of the Benefit Bronze Squad palette, so I just have to have something here to fix it. And then as far as the overall makeup look goes, I wanted something that's like what I would do every day. I didn't want to do anything crazy. I didn't want there to be any outstanding factors for this. Like, it's going to be my basic makeup, what I'm used to, what I know, what I love kind of thing, and we're going to see if these jive with that. So from there we can mix it up, but I wanted to keep all other variables the same. So I'm just going to go ahead here and fix this, and then we can move on. Sorry about the delay. Alright guys, so we're ready. We're gonna go in. I'm gonna quit stalling. I'm trying to still fix the lighting situation. All of this is just an attempt because I'm a little bit nervous, but I have no reason to be nervous, hopefully. So we're gonna go in, thin line. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna tell you is that you don't get a very precise line with it. Like, as you can tell, it has a really nice opacity to it, which is good, but you really can't get in there and make it like a nice tight even line. Like, that's the most even I could get it. Just gonna take that little bit off my lashes there. Then you gotta let that dry for 30 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Actually, what did we learn from Friends? Did you count to 5 Mississippi-less? You never count Mississippi-less. Even though I've already just elapsed about 20 seconds. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Ooh, this has a scent to it, let me tell you. The scent's not pleasant. I don't notice it too bad on the eye, like once it's up here. It does dissipate relatively quickly. It doesn't feel heavy or anything on the eye yet, and I'm just trying not to like blink so it doesn't transfer up here, because that's exactly what I need. I need magnetic glue on my friggin' upper part of my eye. Alright, it's been about 30 seconds. Let's go in with our second coat. And we have to let this side dry for a minute. So you guys live around here? Just trying to squint and keep my eyes shut, looking a little bit off kilter, but that's fine, don't worry about it. Alright, so now you're supposed to check it, and it's supposed to be tacky, not wet, which is exactly what it is. So we are going to take the lash and apply it. So now we're going to take the lash, which I probably should have looked to see if I needed to measure before I put this down, but that's fine. We're just going to apply it. Whoa, that was bizarre. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to go down here and like shimmy it up to my natural eye. Get it to fit. Okay, so it is on. Can you guys even see it? I feel like the liner is so thick you can barely see the lash. But it is on there. I think if I had to, oh wow, that feels so crazy. Can you see it? I think the one thing that I would do differently for this side, I would definitely make sure that I have my mascara down first, just so my lashes feel like they have somewhere to grip to. I specifically didn't do that just because I didn't want to interfere with this. I wanted to try it once with, once without. It doesn't feel crazy, heavy, uncomfortable, nothing like that. It actually feels like the longer that it's on, the more that it's like secured to my eye, which is crazy. Because when I first set it down, I was like, there's no way. This is going to pop right back off. But now that it's on there for a second, it kind of feels okay. Like I'm not This is so, okay, this is bizarre. Here's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna go in on the other side, do mascara, and then put it down and see where it goes. Should I probably put, you know what I'll do actually? That way I can kind of use the drying time. I'll go in with my layers of the liner, put those down, put mascara on, do the second layer. That way everything is dry at the same time, the mascara and the liner, and that should make this whole process be perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll check back in here in just a second. Okay, so coat of mascara on. I'm thinking the liner is pretty dry, and we're good to go with the other lash. So I'm just going to, again, take it and see how this goes. This is just still the most bizarre process to me. So let's go ahead and just set her on down. Wow, it really just gets in there. Okay. Like, she knows right where she's going. Probably would still help to have a pair of tweezers. Didn't think about that before I sat down, so that's cool. But that's all right. We're just going to make our big old man fingers faux thumb through this situation. All right, guys, so I just went ahead and I removed the magnetic lash from this side. I'm going to throw on some mascara and then reapply. I was going to put the mascara on with the lash there, but I don't want to coat my magnetic lashes in the mascara. So let's just go ahead and apply this and call that a day. All right, so this eye I am having a little bit more of an issue with the liner. It almost seems like when it dried down, like when I go to put the magnetic lash on it, like the magnets on the lash itself are kind of pulling the liner down, like it's attracting it off my eye, if you will. And it's kind of a little bit frustrating, but honestly, it's on there, so I'm not, you know, I'm not mad about it. Like it feels good. It feels secure. So far, I think my biggest issue with this, the applicator of the liner. I don't love that. I feel like I can't get very precise with it. But overall, I feel like they're on, they're secure. Like I said, I am having a little bit of an issue with this side lifting, but you can't tell just by looking at me that there's anything going on. I can definitely see as I'm looking at you like a little peripheral view of lashes, but I don't think that that's crazy. Anytime you wear lashes, you can kind of see them while they're on your eye, but they're not uncomfortable. And I would just like to say, I have the most inhospitable eyelids in all the land, and so far, I don't have any issues. My eyes were actually watering before I started this video, and they're not watering at all right now. So I'm having literally no aversion or reaction to these lashes. I am gonna go ahead though and put on some lower lash line mascara because your girl's looking naked. I'm also just gonna take a little bit of my Thrive Causemetics Ella Brown liner here, and I'm gonna run that on the upper waterline just to, you know, kind of complete the lash look a little bit. Okay, so they're on, they're applied. I don't hate them. Wow, my hands are filthy. I don't hate the way that they look. My biggest issue is that when I do this and I look down and you can see that black line right there, it does look very uneven. That's probably one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to liners. I think that that feels really good. It's secure, but it's not tugging on my inner eye, which is a huge issue I have anytime I play with, it doesn't matter the lash, how much I cut it down, never does it make a difference. I always have a hard time with lashes tugging and stabbing me on the inner portion of my eye, and these don't do that. They actually just fit very comfortably, and again, I didn't trim them, so they were a great shape. They feel very nice, very natural. So I am, of course, going to be wear testing these for you guys. We're going to be going outside, going for a walk. It's windy today. It's not too windy, like I'm not being unfair, but I do want to take them outside, see if they're going to blow away situation. I just want to see if they work with the world. I want to see if they work with my glasses, with my eyes. Do they cause me irritation after a while? What is going on? So the first thing I'm going to do is actually take you guys out of here, and I'm going to run into some natural light so you can see them again, get a better shot of the actual natural lash, because I think that'll make a big difference. Okay, you guys, so here we are in the natural light, and here is what I was wanting to kind of show you the most. You can see that gap right there between my lash and the band on the lashes, and normally that's something that I can hide whenever I go in with like a felt tip liner. For today I didn't, just because I wanted you guys to see it if I just used the system. But if I were to do this again, I would probably go in with a regular black felt tip liner, and I would go in first and get really close to the lash line and fill in that area, because again, with the applicator on the magnetic liner, you really can't get down in that area and fill it in. So I just wanted you guys to know that is definitely something I would correct. It's going to drive me insane all day, and I could have fixed it today, but I didn't want to have that tamper or have that be the reason that maybe the magnetic liner didn't stick or whatever. I feel like the magnetic liner got onto my natural lashes a little bit, so when I put mascara on, it made them a little bit clumpy, and I think that's why you can kind of see it right here a little bit more than I would like. Don't you love this bump? Like, look at it, it almost welted up. Welcome to having like fibro meets cystic acne meets a hormonal brain tumor, because look at this crap. Like this I don't even know what it is. It just like welted up. It looked like a spider bite. You know how when a spider bite or a bug bite welts up? That's what that looked like. And I don't know what's going on there, but it is what it is. It'll go away eventually. And also, if you're wondering what I'm wearing on my face, everything will of course be listed down below. And the technique I will link up here, the Scott Barnes technique that I did, that he did on Tati, I took it and made it like a daytime wearable kind of vibe. And I did pretty much everything I did in that video today. And I just love the way my skin looks. It looks so beautiful and bronzy and just like go-to glam. I love it. So anyways, that is that. And let's go do the day with our cute little magnetic lashes. Ooh. Guys, what is wrong with me? You guys, so it has been on my face for a couple of hours now, and here's the problem, which I'm going to obviously remove my glasses. I don't know if you can see it, but it is lifting on the inner portion of both eyes, and it actually looks like, and I don't know if I can show you without removing the lash, but you can actually see right there how it's just kind of removing itself and how the liner is coming off with it. And I don't know, wow, now I really screwed it up. And I'm not sure why it's doing that. I kept thinking like, was it my primer? But I primed with my normal concealer, so I don't think that's the issue. The only thing I could think of is that maybe when I went down and I applied my lashes, maybe for whatever reason, they weren't quite dry yet. I'm not sure. But I do want to, for the rest of the day, I'm actually gonna peel this off, and you can see right there what I was talking about, how the magnetic little pieces from the liner are actually sticking to the lash. And right in here, for some reason, it's bad. Now, as you can see too, my lid is a little creasy, which is really uncommon. I don't know why that's happening. The only thing I can think of, which again, very weird, but I told you this morning that for the glitter portion, like for the highlight on my eye, I used the Holmes stuff from the Physicians Formula collab, and that does have a really weird texture to it, and it also broke up on my under eye right through here. So what I thought I would do for the rest of the day is I'm actually going to basically wipe off this right here, like this whole area, just with my finger, so there's nothing there. It'll be basically my bare skin, and I am going to put down a little bit more liner, and then I'm going to retest these again. But I just wanted you guys to see that for whatever reason, I am having an issue, and this right here, that breakup that it's having, I'm convinced that that has to be from the highlight that I used, which was that Physicians Formula one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this, and then I'm going to come back on and talk to you guys about it. So hang tight, and I will update you in a minute when I get all of this figured out. Okay, you guys, so I'm pretty sure, why did I put those on? I'm pretty sure that I got it figured out. I actually went ahead, like I told you guys, I wiped off the lid with my finger, got it nice and dry. And what's weird is that my lid is not oily. So I'm 99% sure what happened is the highlight from that Holmes collab with Physicians Formula, that texture of it just did not jive with my lids, and it made my concealer lift, and it made that lift as well. Maybe, I'm not sure yet. We'll know in a little while, because when I pressed onto my lids with my finger, they weren't oily at all, which is crazy. So anyways, I think that that is the culprit, which is my fault. I've used it before and I didn't have that reaction, but maybe my face is just oilier today. I do think that my foundation is breaking up a little quicker, so maybe that's the case. I don't know. There's a lot of variables, but I did go ahead and get them reattached down. And this time I went in with some of those little anchors that were in the container. And I actually put on this eye, I did one on the inner eye, one in the center. And then on this eye, I took just one on the inner eye, just to see if I could maybe add a little extra hold, because for this eye, I think my eye shape is a little bit different with this side. And actually that's something I wanted to mention, because I feel like these are really good, because no matter what your eye shape, they do send anchors in the container now, which according to their website is a relatively new feature. But those little tiny lash anchors, or what I thought were the single lashes, because they add those, it actually makes it so no matter what your eye shape is, like for example, this eye I think is more of a round shape, whereas on this eye, I think it's not quite as round. I think it's a little spread out. So it makes it so I can use the same pair of lashes, but with those anchors, I can still just adhere it to the line and make it, you know, stay. So they are on. I am having, with that being said, a little bit of an issue right in the center of this lash, kind of bubbling up a little bit, but still nothing that I would be like, oh, this is awful, what have you. I just can't believe how dirty, like look at my under eye crease right there. That is how dirty that freaking, highlight did me. Like, wow. Because I actually took the highlight and I ran it under my eyes. Like, is it just a coincidence that everywhere I put that highlight completely broke up? Like here, here, here. I don't think so. Okay, you guys, so I had to stop into my beauty room real quick just to powder. I wanted to go through and help my makeup a little bit because it was getting a little bit iffy. I'm testing out some new products, like you guys know, preparing for a future product update video, so stay tuned. But for this little touch up, I was coming in here, and as I was applying with my powder puff a little bit of powder to like these areas, I looked on my nose, and it is officially confirmed it was the highlight from that Physicians Formula collab that broke up under the eye right here as well as on the lid, because it did did the exact same place right here and right here on my nose, which is where I placed with my finger the highlight. So I think it's the texture of that. For some reason, it's not jiving. Okay, I'm gonna go finish my day. I just wanted to give you guys an update because I'm neurotic. Whenever I do a video like this, I want to be precise. I don't want to be playing the lash liner system, people, because y'all, so far I think this is a brilliant idea. So I'm not about to play them and be like, oh, it was your product, when honey, it was not. It was a different product. Okay, we're gonna be fair. So I'm gonna go do my day and I'll check in with you guys here again in a little bit. Okay, you guys, so first things first, don't mind that noise in the background. As you can see, we're kind of in the woods. My dad's working on something and I'm waiting in the car, and I wanted to give you guys a final check-in for these lashes and give you my overall thoughts. So the first thing I want to say is that we did go for a walk earlier outside, full wind, all that good stuff. And obviously I've been sitting here in the car, my window's open, and so nice breeze, all that good stuff. And I haven't had any issues with these lashes since I went in and fixed that area, wiped the lid off. So I definitely think the first thing I'm going to say about these is that you will need to work with them a little bit just to make sure that not only they're setting on top of a base that your lid likes, that works for you if you're like me and you have inhospitable lids. Normally my Shape Tape would be a fine base, but because I went in with the highlight over top, it kind of sabotaged us from the beginning. So I think, again, you're going to want to play with the base. Make sure you're using something that you know and love. Now, I was also on their website, the Lash Liner website today, and I found that they do have a couple other styles. I think I might pick up one of their dramatic styles just to see how it looks, see if I prefer that any over these, because my only issue with these ones is that overall as a style, you could barely see them. And if I go through all the trouble of putting on a false lash, whether it's magnetic or not, I want to be able to see it a little bit more. So I think that's the only thing that I would change is the style. Now, again, as far as application, I talked about this morning, but the applicator isn't my favorite for the liner. I would probably go in and use something a little different to apply that liner with, whether that's my own brush, or maybe you can get good at this liner, because when I went in later today and I did that second coat, it did go a lot better. I still don't like that I can't be very precise with it and make like a straight line. So something to play with, something to consider. But anyways, you guys, that is it. Please don't forget, follow me on Instagram if you have not done so yet. It's just linked down below, that and Twitter. I am mainly on Instagram. I do updates. Good Lord, my dad is fixing a tractor or something, y'all. It is so loud in these woods and I don't care because it's so sunny. I can't care. But follow me on Instagram if you haven't. Again, Skincare Saturday/Sunday is going to be over on my IGTV every weekend. It's a good way to not only learn, but hang out with me for that 6th day. And while we're on that 6th day, y'all, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications here on YouTube, because I upload 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. They go up bright and early between 6 and 7 a.m. my time here in Northern Michigan. And I really couldn't be happier about it. It's great. You guys are amazing. You are so supportive and sweet in the comments. And I myself have been making a huge effort to be down in those comments more, because I get busy, and I know I get busy, but I always want to be down there responding to you as much as possible. So make sure you're subscribed, do all the good stuff, you guys. And that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do not forget to have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Y'all, without some kind of lash, do I not look like a little naked little rat? Okay. Okay. Paige, if we could just straighten ourselves out. Hello. Oh, that was a big breath. Like knocked the wind out of myself. Anyways, now we're going to go ahead here and apply this to the upper lash line and see how it works. I am nervous because, like, you know, nothing could go wrong. Yeah. Right. Oh, wait, I just need to put it on. Do you see me stalling right now? Because I'm like,